Just keep on leaving everything aside for now. See if you can first, I just want to, for a short time at least, to actually meet you without any desire at all. So don't go with, okay, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, and this is what I really do want for a very long time. No, leave everything, don't touch anything at all. Just, I want you to reach and be in that place where there is no requests, there's no aspirations at all. Just visit that place consciously now, by leaving aside giving attention to anything else. Because everything else is else, not what is. So leave everything else. Even if the most beautiful experience and God comes and says, my love, step into this beautiful experience, you say, yeah, it's still, I have to make a step to be into something. So just leave everything for a moment and just come nakedly back to that which doesn't require any effort at all for one moment to do. Really, completely. Don't dip your toe in it. Be immersed in it. It has no distance. There's nothing. There's no distance to cover. There's no conditions to fulfill. There's no journey to make. There's nothing to give up. There's nothing to change. There's nothing to fix or to heal. Just leave everything, all notions away. Leave all notions aside. And remain as what remains. What cannot be left aside. Yeah. And just allow yourself just to be here. Be here. Don't create any relationship with any idea, anything at all. Say, no, just for now, I'm in voluntary, solitary confinement with my own self. Just this. And don't talk about it with anybody. Don't try to share or to explain. Be in this. Notice that your hands are not tied. You don't have to suppress the senses or judge anything. Just stay here. And see how effortless it is. Because it doesn't want to be something else. It simply is. So any needs? Is there anyone staying here? No. Any conditions? Take your time and check, because I would like you to continue like this on your own, just checking yourself, but not thinking. Just being here. Are you believing this? No. Can this fade? No. Welcome home to your own self. Some people are going to come, some thoughts, they will come, and they will raise up every doubt in you. And they tell you, that's not it. You know, how can you stay here? This is not it. Nothing is happening. Then you will have to hold your ground. Otherwise, you're going to tell me, and then something happened. And then it was like this, effortless. And then, so I'm going to be here. I want to see if you're going to tell me, and then.
Something has had enough of the and.
Yes.
And something knows it's always here.
Yes, yes. More than knowing it's always here. You're always here.
Yeah.
Not just it. I am that.
Yeah.
You know. Where is the difference? It is always there. It suddenly becomes something like it is always there. And then suddenly I am here.
No.
Yes, you
I
must.
am it.
Yes. No, not to also believe. Now confirm.
No.
I is what? First I say leave everything. When everything is left, including I also. Don't even touch I even then. Leave also I. There is something beyond even I. If I has any characteristics or any quality, any vital statistics, then don't touch this one. And feel, even from now, are you in a state of pain or anguish? So only you can confirm, you see. By touching nothing, by gripping onto nothing at all. Am I in a state of anguish? Am I in pain? Is this unbearable? Now you have to confirm, you see. What is your state, you see? So many have come to this place and fall off the bridge. Will you be one of them, you see? It's not easy to unveil your Buddha, because the Buddhi is trying to cover him, trying to block and come. So it's not easy for this reason, because something wants to go back to for a place of reference, for a place of context, for really who really am I personally, and these energies will cover you up again.
There's nowhere to land. It's like being in free fall.
Yes. But even free falling also is perceived. Yeah. That which is perceiving free falling, is that falling? Be in that. Just watch. No panic. First a little effort, because other things are coming to call your attention. Come play, fun, come multiply, divide, procreate. And something has to look and hold your attention just in silence. They will keep knocking on the door. And when you don't answer from knocking on the door, they'll start ringing bell, cling, 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 cling. They'll start scratching. But you have to leave it. He says, enough. Somehow you stay put. Like that. And gradually, this kind of noise, these kind of panic attacks, this kind of duality will slowly be merging into your own heart's energy. Will you last, you see? The one who does not sway, who stays in the heart. This one they call Buddha, Christ, something like this. That Christ consciousness, that Buddha consciousness is in you. Only when only this becomes what you see. Last night I was sharing something. Yes. One was asking, but when this is being seen, then other forces are coming to play. And they seem to, if I have to be with people, if I have to speak with people, somehow I feel I lose my composure and I feel split. How is it possible? So I told a story yesterday and I want to share with you how you have to be. You see? Once a king was riding through a forest. He was going. He and his soldiers, you see, and they were tired. And through the forest they were passing, they saw a woodcutter's hut. A woodcutter's hut. And so they made to go near to the woodcutter's hut. When they got there, they wanted water, they were thirsty. So the woodcutter called his daughter, and the daughter appeared, and she was beautiful, young and beautiful. And as soon as the king saw her, he fell in love with her. Now even his thirst is gone. Then he says, who is this? The woodcutter says, it's my daughter. He says, she has to become mine. Now the poor woodcutter is a very simple man, and he knows this is the king. But he also knows that his daughter, she has a lover also. And they see each other, they're very much in love with each other. But he cannot tell the king this. So he bends to the king's command, actually. And the king takes the girl. He says, you must come with me, you are to be my wife. But she's not in love with him. You see? So he goes with her and he marries this girl and he's with her and she's married and dressed like a queen. This is the new queen and everything like that. But her heart is not in the palace. Then he says, why are you so unhappy? You have everything, I've given you everything. Why are you not happy? She says, can my father and my brother come to work also in the palace? So, if it will make you happy. So they send for the father and the brother. And she says, my brother works as a gardener. So this one comes and he's working in the garden, and every now and again she will slip off, and in the garden, she's in the garden. And the two of them amongst the rose bushes. And then she's being happier, and the king is going, oh, I'm very good, your brother and your father here, and like this. Then once one person saw them embracing in the garden, and tells the king, what? And he is completely angry and bitter and jealous and completely out to revenge. He felt humiliated by this. And he wants to make it a public thing. So he says, okay, you have betrayed me. You have betrayed me. This boy is not your brother, he's your lover. So we are going to put both of you to the fire. They go. So in the center of the kingdom now, everybody, all the inhabitants of this kingdom come together, and now they've made a very big fire, huge fire, and they tie them up. They're tying them up in the middle of this big wood pile to burn them publicly, because the king is like that. He's full of rage. He says, I give you one request. He says, thank you. She says, tie us up facing each other. She says, okay. So they tie them up facing each other like this. And then, set the fire. The biggest fire. And this fire is burning fiercely, fiercely, fiercely. And everybody's, they see these two figures in the center of this roaring fire. But nothing is happening to them. People are amazed. He says, put more wood. They put more wood. Gasoline, boom, boom, big fire. And still, there's those figures in the center of this roaring fire, just there, untouched. So the king is, everybody's very afraid. He says, okay, wait, stop this fire, you see. So they put the fire out. And he says, what is this, some kind of black magic or something? What kind of black arts have you brought to my kingdom? How is it possible you are not burning? So she says, my lord, I know nothing about fire. All I do, I look only in the eyes of my beloved. All I do, I don't see anything, I don't care for anything. I only look in the eyes of my beloved.